Luke Nasty, the Sample King is in the building on the FloWay show.
Yo, what's good?
Thank you, my brother.
What's good, my brother?
Be tonight, King. How are you, my brother?
I'm blessed, man. You know, cooling, just in Miami, you know, getting my car fixed. So I just been cooling, about to head to the studio.
Jeez. Which one is it? I know you got a few of them. Which one is it?
I messed up my I-8, so I had to get the hood fixed. Doing too much.
Oh man, all love, man. All blessings to you. There you go. You gotta make sure you put 20 in the tank. You know what I mean? Your birthday was a few weeks ago. So happy belated birthday, my brother.
I appreciate it.
I see you turned up. Heavy. You was out in Miami then too, right? You was out in Miami for your birthday?
Yeah. I've been out here all year, man. Just just getting my life right, getting my body together, man. Just I don't know. It's just when it's cold, I try to stay warm, so I got to come down to where the heat at, man.
You gotta switch it up. You trying to stay in that t-shirt weather?
Got to. You know what I'm saying? Hoodie season cool, man, but nah, I'm straight.
How long you been in the game now, my brother?
Professionally, like 5 years, I would say professionally. My whole life for real. I've been doing this since I was like 15, but I feel like the world got to know who I was about 5 years ago. So I just been grinding after that.
I remember when I first saw you, it was at a club in Greensboro. For folks who don't know Greensboro, North Carolina, it was some years ago.
G-Burl.
You was DJing 336. What up? You was DJing, and what inspired you to transition from spinning the records to actually making your own?
I mean, just the whole factor of just music being something to control people. You know what I'm saying? I felt like it was always dope to be a crowd controller, a person that can, just put people in a good space, a happy space, sometimes an angry place, sometimes a comfort zone, and you just being able to be vulnerable on these tracks. And I'm not really a talker when it comes to people and expressing myself. So being able to just do music and, just create and people absorb it, it's a blessing, dog. Like that, it's a vibe. Like, it's crazy.
How did you come with the name Luke Nasty? I looked for this question. I looked for it before. I said, I really don't like to ask too many questions that,
Yeah.
I've been doing this journalism thing for a few months, and it's kind of, I don't like to ask too many questions that you've answered time and time again. Shout out to Woe 2 times in the building.
Whoa.
I didn't find an answer to it. So, how you came with the name Luke Nasty?
Shout out to Uncle Luke, man. The legend himself. In high school, it was just a name that the seniors threw on me just to be a joke. But in high school, names stick, and it just stick. They just said, what I'm saying, I look like Uncle Luke when I had hair. It was just one of those senior prank jokes, and then it turned into something. I started DJing, and I was DJ Luke for a long time. And then next thing you know, I went to college and kind of found myself and put the nasty on there and just.
Someone in the comments said, "Cause you're a nasty nigga."
I love it.
They say he be sticking out that tongue and all of that. He's a nasty nigga.
Yeah, man. I love women, man, and I just enjoy just entertaining them in any fashion, whether it be humor, whether it be sexual, whether it be, what I'm saying, it's just one of those things where you just like to make women feel good, and my music is definitely for that. And it's for the guy who may not know how to talk to the women to say the right things. They can just put on one of my songs and the rest of
I remember the first time I heard highway music, and I got a good ear for music, so I'm a guy who when I first get an album, I skip through it. I'll play like the first minute, you know what I mean, something like that, and I'll skip through it, and then I'll find which ones I'm liking off the top, you know what I mean, off the grip, and then I'll go back and listen to the full thing completely, right? Mm-hmm. And that highway music, man, I didn't want to skip not one record, you know what I mean? Not one record on the highway music. That shit played from front to finish in the car driving, you know what I mean? And it's been going on, 5 years, right? 5 years.
Yeah. And that's that place that all the artists say they wish they could stay in. because you in that hunger mode. You ain't never had nothing. You ain't never seen nothing. You a dreamer. You in the basement. You know what I'm saying? Everything is just, it's nothing's easy. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's hard to get to that place. It's for any artist, I always say, because, you know, your fans always say, I want the old such and such, or I wish he could make something like that. And it's just like, as life progresses, like, you appreciate that moment. You know what I'm saying? As far as some records, because you can't get it back. You can't be in that space. You can't. I mean, you don't want to go back. You feel me? Like, you can. I'm pretty sure you can go back, but you don't want to go.
You don't want to. Like, you want to continue to grow, and of course, through your life experiences and different things that you go through, you're gonna continue to develop as a person. You should be, continue to develop as a person and as an artist at the same time. So, would you consider that your best body of work thus far, or you would say something else after that?
I would say, granted, Highway Music, it got all the hits on there. So some would say, based on the hits, that would be their favorite. But I would say, personally, Highway Music 2 is my favorite at the moment. Just because that was me at that moment. You know how usually people work on songs or albums for a span of time. And so by the time you release the album, you're not in that space no more. You know, I feel like everything that was on that project when I released it, it was fresh. I made the intro a week before I put the tape out. You know what I'm saying? Like, all those things I was talking about and going through was at that moment. It wasn't a tape I've been sitting on. You know what I'm saying? So I got to enjoy my truths live. You know what I'm saying? Like, people listening, but it's like, yeah, this is happening as y'all listening to it. So I would say that was just because it was. Oh, the Detour was fire too. The Detour was fire. I seen somebody say the Detour. Oh, my brother said the Detour.
I remember got a lot of love off of Mike B. I know the Mary Jane Girls was the ones. I tried to tell somebody that earlier. The Mary Jane Girls had the original record before Escape covered it. And around the time that you covered it, Anderson .Paak, of course, had his run as well. How was that situation came about? You doing the Mike B record, and did you and him have a conversation prior to, or anything like that? Because I know he was pushing that around the same time.
I mean, he wasn't pushing it at the same time. In his fault, it was you feel me? Niggas was not thinking.
It was like a year before. It was close though. It was close in the time that you released.
No. My thing is, it wasn't that the time frame don't matter. It was just, I heard a dope record and I freestyled on it, just like on my Wayne shit. Shout out to Wayne, who the GOAT. And sometimes you work on your beat. Sometimes you work on their beat. Sometimes you work on YouTube beats. Like, it's the gym. You can't tell a basketball player how to shoot. Like, he might just shoot from half court. He might do a layup. He might do threes. Like, it's just how you experiment. Now, the people, the consumers, they gonna decide what's hot and what's not. I can't make a million people like nothing.
That's a fact.
You feel me? I can only
put it out.
I can only put it out
and see the love that it gets.
And see what happens. You know what I'm saying? And fortunately, I ain't even gonna say unfortunately. Fortunately, the world was like, shit, I fuck with that version. And so we handled the business, and now niggas is eating. It wasn't no malice behind it. It wasn't like, oh yeah, like, clearly, you know what I'm saying? He's a bigger artist, so it wasn't like I was sitting here like, oh, nobody's gonna know. Like, you know what I'm saying? Right. Nobody's gonna find out. Like, you know what I'm saying? So everything just worked out how it was supposed to. We always, we had mutual parties that could make it work out, and so we made it work out. Shout out to Empire, the GOAT family.
Oh, because is he on Empire as well?
I can't speak on his situation right now.
At that time?
Yeah. But at the time, Empire, and it's still Empire gang. You feel me? And the biggest part about that, the reason why that had to happen for me, man, because it forced me to put out another hit and another hit. Like, it wasn't like I was gonna let that define me as an artist. Like, I can't go back in the studio and do this. And then everybody wanted to be like, well, it's only hits because it's a sample, man. People sample songs every day. Like, clearly, what I do can't be duplicated. You feel me? Like, it is what it is. You feel me? Like, unfortunately, and this go for anybody. Like, when people try to justify why your blessings and success is happening, you gotta ignore that, bro. Like, cause if it was that easy, everybody would do it.
Anybody would be doing it.
Anybody would do it.
Joe Blow would be out here doing the same thing.
You feel me? So that's why I didn't look at, cause at first I was damn. How you get the fuck? My bad. How you get the words off here? Cause they throw me off. At first I was like, not even embarrassed. I was just like, it was just a mixed emotions. Like everybody like, oh, you got a hit, but it ain't how I wanted it. You feel me? A lot of times people think, you know, what you pray for is gonna come in a box saying with your name on it. Like, this is exactly what I wanted. No, it don't work like that.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you get it in a different way, and you got to figure out how you gonna move. Are you gonna fold? Are you gonna cave in? Or are you gonna keep strutting? And I chose to keep making hits. So.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Another one of my favorite joints off that highway music was Scotty. I think that was one of your most vulnerable records to date. Who was Scotty about?
It was about one of my brothers in high school. Somebody I met when I got kicked out of high school, and when I went to a new one, most popular kid just embraced me. You know what I'm saying? He didn't have to. It wasn't like he was like being funny or nothing. Nah, it was just energy. And that somehow just gave me a name and a spark in a whole brand new school. And then next thing you know, he gone in a car crash. And in my time in life, bro, I seen a lot of people die, like aunts, uncles, somebody, you know. But that was the first time, like, somebody of my age that I would see every day just be gone. And I think that was just crazy. So I had to, you know, of course, show love and just timestamp that moment in my life where, like, it let me know, like, anybody can go. It ain't because you old. It ain't because you gangster or anybody can go for any reason. Like, there's no nothing.
Life is precious, man. We gotta cherish it each and every day. You know, while we're here, I remember you said something in that joint. He was like, he told you to send that record to 106, to 106 in Park.
And that's how crazy it is. Like, if I could, I ain't even gonna say if. When I do my movie, people gonna be amazed, bro. Like, this person who God decides to take away early is the reason why I'm on national TV. You know what I'm saying? Like, he set the seed, and it was like, bro, just send the email. Because in my mind, like, it's like the lottery, bro. I'm not gonna buy a ticket, bro. I'm not gonna win. For all you know, you the
it's
next.
It's 1,000,001 people. It's 1,000,001 people doing this.
Right. But he was like, nah, bro, do it. And I did it. And I don't know. It's just crazy that he made that mark in my life, and then next thing you know, he gone. It's crazy, bro. The world that's how I know angels are real. And when somebody goes, it kind of numb me to see people go, because sometimes you're just like, that angel just they fulfill their destiny. Sometimes it don't take 12 years. It don't take 60 years. Sometimes it could take 5, and you did what you needed to do.
Right.
So that's the scary part about life, bro.
Right. Blessings. But before 106, right? Did you, when you were making music, was you playing, because you was a DJ as well? So was you playing your music in a club, like locally, trying to just see how the perception was in your hometown?
Yeah, always, my whole life. Like, even in high school, when I did high school parties, I did that. When I got older and I could DJ strip clubs, I would leave a studio and play some shit I just did and warm up. And somehow it made it to the thing that, like, might be started getting popping, because I used to play it on the warm up in the club, and then I randomly just play it at 1:00 at the peak of the party, not caring. It could be Dreams and Nightmares playing, and the hypest song ever. And I just drop my shit.
And
like,
you drop your shit.
Yeah.
And the response is crazy.
Yeah, so
that's love.
It's all about risk and reward when it comes to music, bro. I've learned, like, it's gonna be lows, it's gonna be highs, but you just can't let real life distract you, because when you blessed in this, it's not real life. You wake up in some places and can't believe it's real life. So you got to understand that them lows is gonna be just as powerful as them ups and them penthouses and them foreigns and them all that trips and all that shit. The lows gonna hit just as good. So
this is good, and it's gonna make you appreciate them highs more, and it's gonna make you value You know what I mean? And just and once you accomplish or reach your whatever success is to you, you look back and you look back on the things that it took for you to get there.
Right. Like I value so
much
much,
more.
bro. It's crazy. That's why I'm in a place right now where like I see people worship materialistic things or even bills. You know what I'm saying? Like I understand bills got to get paid, but I don't let them affect me. I don't stress because at this point I didn't lived in the dark before. I didn't been hungry before. So all that shit is just, I feel like as a person, when you realize what you need to do to get life done and your dream done, it can get done. You can't let outside sources distract you. Cause they gonna hit you with the real life, and you like, my life ain't supposed to be real. It's supposed to be a dream.
Exactly. You gotta be able to handle those clouds when they come.
Yeah, fact.
It's a fact. You gotta be able to handle those clouds when they come. You finished rolling that blunt, bro?
Hell nah. I get to talking. Ain't nobody like, come on, bro, roll up.
You be in the site, niggas be like, come on, bro, hurry up.
My bad.
Nah, you good, bro. You good. It's like an Anderson. You still rolling that blunt.
But yeah, Sample King, I still got these hits on the way. Rain is going crazy.
Okay, we're gonna get into the shits. Because I was just about to ask you about Rain, right? Did you ever think that you would receive like 50-50 feedback on it? Like you knew, did you think that the way people responded, that's the response you was gonna get? You was gonna get a lot of love.
But that's, in my mind, that's all music though. It ain't like the whole world love my might be and on the way. It's some people think that shit trash. You feel me? So in my mind, I felt the same way about that. Like it's nothing. It's music to me. Like people gonna love your clothes, they gonna love it or hate it. And anything you do, you can go, that hoodie, I think that hoodie fire. But a Tupac fan gonna tell you that hoodie trash. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't lose sleep over that. I can only express myself, and I feel like I've put myself on a platform where I allow people to debate my decisions. You know what I'm saying? Now, is it right? No. Am I gonna handle it the same way every time? Nah. But I've taken into consideration that, once again, I'm vulnerable. So if I say something crazy or do something crazy or opinionated crazy, I'm not even gonna say crazy because it's always an opinion. Then it is what it is. I done had people tell me they hate it and they never go to church. I had people that's in church every Sunday and told me they love it. So you can't. It's like, only thing I can really look at is the numbers, bro. I can only go appeal to the numbers, like.
Because I mean that comes with the game. Everybody got an opinion, right? Everybody got a say so. So you know, and how they feel. So the numbers is crazy. I see that on a lot of platforms it's been removed. But at radio
And then what's really wrong with it? You know what I'm saying? Like, we're gonna say that for another conversation, man.
Did you ever try to get the record cleared before you released it?
Man, I gotta plead the fifth, man.
Okay. We're gonna move on.
Plead the fifth. I'll see y'all in the summer though.
Listen, Wayne, run the numbers up, all right?
Nah, but you know, and it, like I said, I just keep making music, bro. That's my lottery. You know, I see people going to gas station all the time, bro. Like, the studio is my lottery. I don't go in there trying to make a hit. I always tell people my dream was to just make music every day. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes people gonna like my shirt, sometimes they not. I go back to that. So that don't mean I stop wearing clothes. Like, I just keep. And one day somebody gonna be like, hey, yo, look at bruh's shirt, and everybody just gonna be looking and just in awe. And that's how the songs is. Like, oh yeah, that song cool. Yo, that song cool. Oh yeah, I fuck with that. Oh nah, this the one right here, and it goes. Like, that's just how life has been. And people go back and they check my other music and they just, you know, they fall in love with the person that's being as vulnerable as he can, like in all aspects.
You've done a lot of records with the baby, right, as well. You know, Carolina shit. I think the first time I heard the baby was on one of your records. How far back do you guys go, and when did y'all first start doing music together?
Nah, bruh been working forever, man. Like he been going at it strong with the promotions. I moved to Charlotte. I want to say 2016 maybe 2017. I moved to Charlotte, and I was just, he running that motherfucker. So we end up in the studio. We use the same engineer. We use the same mixer and mastering person. So, and he good peoples. We done hella shows together. So it was just one of those. We in the studio, and niggas cook up. It ain't really like, people. When you an artist, you do this every day. And when you come across somebody that do it every day, y'all just do it and do it every day. And every time y'all run each other, you make more songs, and then go back and make more songs, send each other songs, wait for the right time to drop the song. You know what I'm saying? Like,
It's up.
yeah, it's all about timing and just enjoying the music. So, and Carolina's been popping because everybody popping. You feel me? Like, and I think that the transition of people understanding that is happening, but our market has been a big consumer market for so long. I'm not saying that's a bad thing. We just, we got the bag. People come get the bag. Mm-hmm. Whereas you got Atlanta, who's still a consumer market, but they produce cash cows. So to be a cash cow don't seem out of reach. It don't seem make believe. So people embrace it. Like, oh yeah, he a celebrity. You know what I'm saying? Like, where I'm from, which, the Carolina, we're slowly becoming that. Well, yeah, that's a celebrity. That's a celebrity. They're a celebrity. Like, not putting them on a pedestal because of fame, but because of the work ethic and the hard work. And it's like, no, they repping the state and the world see it. Like, that's dope. You know what I'm saying? That ain't no hate and shit. Like, I bow down to anybody that's putting on for the state, because at the end of the day, my biggest goal was just to make that shit normal. It ain't no, oh shit, where you from? Oh damn, that's crazy. Like, when a motherfucker say they from Atlanta, it's like, oh yeah, that makes sense. Hell, people think you from Atlanta if you got a hit. That's the crazy. You got a hit song, they like, oh yeah, he from the A. But you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Like, it's just a blessing to see, bro. And it's much respect. It ain't no like shiesty shit behind the scenes. Like, I receive love and giving love to everybody. You know what I'm saying? And I pray that they do the same within each other, because it's bigger than just individual shit. We all just trying to shift the culture. I remember when New York was on top, Florida was on top, Atlanta. Carolina gonna have they gonna have they run the Hornets. You know what I'm saying? Gonna go crazy. Everybody gonna go crazy. What? This right. The stars gonna just align, and shout out to the Trey 4.
You speaking it into existence.
Listen, the Trey 4 popping. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not crazy. I went to college there, and I just always thought that was the hood, nigga. And they popping.
What school you went to?
Winston-Salem State. Okay. SU, big SU.
In the building. I seen it a couple days ago. I seen you performing somewhere, and I've seen it quite a few times on your page. I follow you, and I've seen that you still been moving and shaking in the midst of the pandemic. No matter where you go, right? What song of yours do your fans go crazy? Like, no matter where you go, that they go crazy for?
On the way, movie.
Once that joint drop, Eddie in it.
Crazy. It's a movie, and once again, like, to know people just embrace it, and the stuff I think about like when they listening to it when I'm not around, and what it got them through, or maybe you went to go get something and that just made you feel good, or you know what I'm saying. My music could have been a soundtrack to the next black president. You just never know, bro. You just never know.
He said I could that baby make. He said I put on a baby making record right there.
You never know.
You never know.
You know how many babies be like, yeah, I got made out there. Your mom said, yeah, you got made out there. Keep sweat. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's gonna be a generation like, yeah, that's them little nasty babies. They got made off that.
I saw a clip. You was somewhere in the older women. You had the older women in the spot, and I was like, damn.
Oh yeah, I was trying to take somebody grandma home.
He was a nasty.
Nah, but But
So
even
that's why
then,
they call me Luke Nasty with 2 Y's, you heard?
but them crowds be the dopest because it's like, it's not like a, and I done DJ'd pretty much every crowd, so I know the energy. You know what I'm saying? You might not get that rolling crowd mosh pit, but when you looking at everybody and you genuinely know they having a good time, it's no better feeling.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I grew up on small poetry rooms where people playing instruments, and it's not a big crowd, but it's the toughest crowd you'll ever come across. You know what I'm saying? Like, my friends do comedy. They crowds may not be Kevin Hart stadiums, but the 40 people in there is tough, and you got to make them laugh your whole set. They pay, they get money, and they in arm's reach. So I feel like when you did like this ain't a time to go and say and brag about like, hey, I'm doing shows. Like, I take this opportunity to just try new material, get better as an artist, and you know what I'm saying, just continue to grow. Like, cause you know I can't stop for the world because it ain't gonna stop for me.
That's a fact.
I just got to take the precautions and move accordingly and pray I make it back home safe. Like, that's all that is to me. Like, everybody like, oh, stay home. Like, bro, God put me on this earth to move. You feel me?
And I'm gonna adjust and I'm gonna move accordingly.
I gotta adjust and I gotta move.
What advice can you give to DJs, right? To DJs who wants to transition in the artist space? Because I know a lot of DJs out there that, you know, try to break into that, want to break into that space. What can you say to those people that's listening and watching?
I would say, like, we in the era of, it's just, you gotta evolve. Like, don't just say you want to do music, because you know how I feel like in music it's like athletes. You remember when it was, you only played this position, and then it was, oh, they play 2 positions, and then it's, oh, they play both sides of the field. Then it's, oh, he on kickoff return. Like, we in a generation now where you got kids that can be centers and dribble like point guards. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like you can't just say, oh, I want to rap. Like, can you engineer? Can you produce? Like, do you understand music theory? Because music is evolving to where you're gonna have to know more than just nothing, because the computers can do it at this point. You feel me? So my thing will be just consistency every day and just studying, bro, and perfecting your craft. Like, I used to have this bad habit of making a song and be like, oh yeah, this is the one. And it's like, it's not up to me. All I can do is just evolve and just grow. And one day you're gonna wake up and be like, damn, this music don't sound like 2 months ago or 2 years ago. Like, you will hear the difference, but you're not gonna, because you might think you at a 10 and you really at a 4.
Mm-hmm.
You might think you on 10 and you really, because your 10 is so, your 4 is so crazy that you think that's your peak, and it's not.
It's not your peak, and it's not your peak. And every artist, I was watching something the other day, and Flex was pretty much saying, like, every time you put out a record, that's not gonna be, you know what I mean? Every time you put out a record, you can't put out a song thinking that every song is gonna be the one. You know what I mean? And you know, sometimes it could be that song could never play on radio, but when you go in the club or you go in an arena, whatever venue you win, your fans know that song word for word. You know what I mean? And that it resonated with people, because a lot of the music on the radio sometimes don't resonate with people, like right. Some of those B and C right. side records. You know what I mean? So it's about when you can look back and say, hey, I put out this much quality music, and the fans could see the progression over the years and be able to relate, and be able to play your music and go back to that space in that time that they was in. You know what I mean? Like, when I play highway music, I think back immediately 2016. You know what I mean? I think back 2016, I was at a breakup. You know what I mean? I was at a separation, and I remember that summer. And I was doing my thing. You know what I mean? I remember that. So, you know, that's what it's about. You know what I mean? Just pretty much giving people those records that just stick, no matter what. You know
and I feel like my biggest problem I used to have, bro, is like, I didn't understand that. It's like I wouldn't know that. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like I talk to you every day, so I'm not knowing how it resonated with you. So I had to learn, like, I'm doing this for somebody who may not, when they see me, praise me like I'm the best person in the world, but that doesn't matter. Like, I got them through something. Like, that's the purpose of the music. Like, I feel like with the internet and the followers and designer and the jewelry and the cars and the clothes. People get confused on like this is still an art to help people get through things. You know what I'm saying? To help people,
Perception.
whether it be turn up, whether it be breakups, whether it be first day loves, it's all just an art to control. You know what I'm saying? Just to help control emotions. And I feel like when you get caught up in the why I don't got this many followers, or why I don't got this many cars, or why I don't got that many, you go crazy. Instead of realizing maybe my fans ain't comment fans, but every show they singing it word for word and they paying for that ticket. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe my fans don't want to buy the merch. Maybe they want to see me in person and buy it in person. Like you got to just start deferring your thoughts. Like once you start bringing negative energy in there, bro, you go crazy. Like I'm still learning, so I never want to tell nobody I'm perfect. So everything I'm telling people is just to counter me and just to remind me. But I try to never look at nothing negative, bro. And people around me when they do it, I defer them off. Like nah, that ain't the case. I don't think worst case scenario. Well, maybe this is the problem. Maybe and it could be the most outrageous thing in the world, but it keep my sanity straight. You know what I'm saying? Like it makes you still work without dwelling on why your house not building as fast as your neighbors. So I don't know.
I think that everything is not meant for everybody, and
right.
you can't clock your blessings or your success based off of someone else. You know what I mean? There's a plan for everyone. You know what I mean? And timing, like you were saying earlier, timing is everything. So you can see somebody else doing something, and you may think that you may want to do that. You know what I mean? And you focusing on what that person is doing or putting your energy into a space, it's just not productive. You know what I mean? It's not productive at all.
And I feel like I always tell people, that childhood star syndrome, I don't know if that's exactly what it's called, but that's what I would call it, like where a child feel like they're going to be somebody and they grow and eventually they either don't, and that might construe their whole life. Like since 15, like my mind has been music. So what if I never got hits? But I never could think like that. Every time I thought was a checkpoint. 106 & Park, checkpoint. When I was popping as a DJ, that was just a checkpoint. And there was a time where I'm talking about like artists is hitting me. I'm booking artists through the promoters. Like they calling my phone like, yo, how much you got for such and such? And I say, yo, how much I got for such and such? Because they wouldn't be able to contact them without me. You know what I'm saying? Like I went through different phases and I never felt like it was a peak. I always felt like it was a checkpoint. Like even now, even people will tell you, oh, them songs is crazy, blah, blah, blah. Them are just checkpoints to me. Like, because I told myself I'm going to be doing this forever. So I feel like when you make that type of commitment, you got to be in here for the long haul.
Mm-hmm.
And it ain't going to be top floor every day. You know what I'm saying? Some days you're going to, some days you're going to
be ups and downs. Some days you're going to be stuck on the first floor. Everybody's gonna work some days, you know what I mean?
It ain't though.
That's the way it is.
And you're gonna have to take the steps, but it's cool though, cause you know what the top feel like. Like it's cool.
And you're gonna keep going at the same time. So, I think it was Raheem Devon I was talking to. He was like, I don't stay where I was at. You know what I mean? I don't pay attention to the accolades and awards, whatever you want to really call it. It's just a matter of about keeping it going. You know what I mean?
Right.
And always trying to just be better than what you was before, and having those just checkpoints, just checking stuff off your list. All right, cool. I want to set out to do this. I do that. I want to set out to do this. I do that. But then maybe 20, 30 years,
And sometimes, I've learned sometimes when you get broken down, bro, you think you broken down, but it's because the level up is going to be so crazy, bro. Like I tell people, before it might be pop, I got evicted. Like I was at a low. And I feel like when I got the different lows after that, I understood them more. Like it's still painful. It ain't like I'm not telling nobody not to feel pain or not to, but you got to understand it's just a process. It's a process. It's just a stage. It's just a phase. It's not like real life. It's not forever. You're not going to feel like that. And I think a lot of times when people get vulnerable and in a bad place, it seems like a forever thing. And it's people I done fought with and females I done had arguments that I don't even remember no more. But at that time, I was so passionate about it as if it was forever, and it's not. Like I seen a quote like, "Don't let 10 minutes mess up 10 years," and that's deep. Cause people can't even remember what they ate 2 weeks ago, let alone an argument, let alone a bad energy. Like
temporary situations, stuff that's not gonna matter. You know what I mean? A month from now, you know what I mean? A year from now, it's not gonna matter. It's just temporary situations, and sometimes, you know, we get caught up in that moment, and some people stay there. You know what I mean? Some people stay in that space, in that space, especially during a pandemic. You know, especially at a time like this where people are feeling stuck, people are feeling lost, people are feeling confused,
and that goes to, I don't even want to get deep, but I'm kind of lit. But that goes into this, like, I used to be a big person on artist development because, like I said, I've been stuck. Like when people say artist development to me, bro, I took time to watch interviews, behind the scenes, video, all that music. Like I listen to songs and then I go read the lyrics. You know what I'm saying? Like in my mind, that's my artist development, seeing everybody and how they moving and what's that and what's this and I feel like human development is a thing. And I feel like when people so focused on providing and making sure their kids got the best and they're not developing them to just understand none of it matters, bro. None of it matters. You got people that go crazy with all the things in the world, bro, and it just don't matter. And I feel like when people can't be alone and just realize that nothing matters, because I feel like if you can't be alone, you can't understand that nothing matters. Because when you start being around people, you start seeing what you don't got, or where you ain't been, or what you ain't did, and it just becomes confusion. Because now you feel like, damn, I'm this age and they did this and that, and I ain't did that, and then you start questioning your decisions in your life and your past, and it just turns into just confusion, bro. And I feel like everybody got to understand that it's like your world, and I preach that, like, it's really your world, bro. Like, it's your world. However you want to do it, it's your world. Like in my world, it's certain rules that I really don't abide by, and it ain't no disrespect. It's just, it is what it is. I don't bother nobody. I don't do in my world, bro. Weed is illegal. I mean, not legal. Weed is legal. I'm high. In my world, weed is like, I mind my business and I don't bother nobody, bro. I ain't out here doing no crazy shit, bro. I just smoke a blunt, make music. In my world. You feel me? So I feel like when people live like that in your world, maybe Air Forces is the most expensive shoe in the world. Nothing's wrong with that. You don't have to look at a nigga in red bottoms and feel like you got to get red bottoms. You don't got to look at a nigga Lambo truck and feel like you got to go get that, my nigga. Like, if you cool with having a Ford truck, go get a Ford truck. And I had to learn that, bro, because I lived in a penthouse for a year, bro. Didn't even brag about it. Like, I treated my penthouse like a fucking, like it was just a crib, bro. Like, it was just and you know what I'm saying? And then I moved to something bigger and treated that motherfucker like, hell, my room was just the apartment. Like, I ain't even use the rest of the house for real. And I just started realizing, bro, like, all this, I'm living for other people, bro. Like,
and not for yourself.
I'm not living for myself. And I think when people realize that, it's the best.
We get caught up in perception, though. We get caught up in perception. I said we get caught up in performing for a
and that goes to not just realizing you're the only person in your world that matters.
People are like, yo, you got this, so you need to go get this. You know what I mean? You made $100,000 this year, or however much you made on a small scale to anyone. You know what I mean? You need to go do this. You need to go add this car. You need to go add this house. And you know, and you could have all those things and not be happy. You know what I mean? And not be happy with yourself. So that's that's facts right there.
So my thing to anybody, when everybody be like, what's your, you know what I'm saying, I guess your advice, it'll just be, just find you and ride that wave. It's cliche as it sounds. I can't make it up. And when I meet people of success, they'll tell you the same thing. And I used to think it was just cliche. Or like, nah, he ain't trying to tell me the secrets. Like, it's no
the guidelines.
You just got to be real with yourself. You got to be real with yourself. Know when to cut people off. Like, I had to learn to cut people off. Family, friends of time. Like, people be thinking that time hold weight. Like, nah, you gotta balance when to cut people off. And it ain't forever. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you might be too comfortable around somebody and you don't work as hard. I need to stop talking to you for a couple months. Not because you're a bad person. It's just because when I'm with you, we turned up. We in the club. We trying to go get some hoes. Like, I ain't
It's
trying
a
to be.
different energy.
Yeah, I started questioning like, damn, who am I? Who am I? Because as you getting older, you start questioning like, who am I really making money with, and who am I spending money with? And you start saying like, nah, I can't keep spending money with y'all niggas. Like, I gotta go make some money with them niggas. You feel me? And a lot of people, once again, time. You'll be hanging with somebody 5, 10 years, and you think you owe them time. And nah, we cool. I appreciated our college parties and our turn ups and all of that, but now we got to go make some money. We grown. Like, kids
I got friends that I don't speak to every day. You know what I mean? I got friends that I love to death, but I'm not rocking with you every day. You know what I mean?
And when I see
we on different paths.
But you got people who are not developed to understand that, so they're insecure about what's going on. So they feel like, damn, you ain't talked to me, you ain't checked on me, you ain't did this, you don't fuck with me. And it's like, no, everybody have their way of expressing how they feel about somebody. You know what I'm saying? It ain't always I love you kisses. It's sometimes it's every once in a blue moon you might buy a motherfucker lunch. You know what I'm saying? Like, that ain't the biggest thing in the world, but it's something. You feel me? Like, it's still love. Like, don't always think that, you know what I'm saying, conversations is not getting made, that it's smoke. Like, nah, niggas is just getting money or handling what they gotta handle in my world. That shit crazy though, but you'll be surprised, bro.
It's a fact.
Like, you'll be surprised, bro. Like, I feel like I don't have no problems with nobody within my that can alter my day. You feel me? Like, that's my thing. Like, I can't allow things out of my reach to alter my day. I can empathize with it. You know what I'm saying? And when I see people, because I see people within, you know what I'm saying, get mad about something on the internet. I'm like, bro, like, what are you gonna do? Like, what are you gonna do? Like, no, and once again,
you gonna pull up to your house? You gonna
yeah,
pull up
like,
to anybody quit?
Like, if you're gonna do something about it, bro, once again, if you that passionate, go for it. But if you're not, why are you letting it alter your day? Why are you letting it affect your mood? Why are you letting them toxins of feeling like mad and you got to do something when you're not? Like, pray about it and keep it moving, bro. Like,
that's a fact. That's a fact. You gotta stay prayed up.
I don't know how else to move. Like, everybody want to be Captain Save Somebody, and it's like, come on, are you really gonna jump off the roof and save somebody? Because if you're not, don't put that energy in your body. Like,
look, it sounds good. It sounds good in the moment. You know what I mean? Caught up in the moment.
Yeah, bro. That's wild, bro. But once again, all lessons are meant to be learned. So anything that I try to help change people, I done been through it. So it ain't like they can sit there and say, well, it's hard. Like, I get it, but time is time. You still got to get up and focus on evolving and changing, bro. Like, you can't sit there and dwell on time. Oh, I'll do it next week. What they say? Well, I'll do it. Get off the couch and do it now.
That's like as a kid when you like your mom's going there and like go wash some dishes or go take out the trash. You like, oh, I do that joint tomorrow. She's like, nah, get up and do it now. You know what I mean? You can't be lazy. You gotta stay in the race and you gotta stay on course. Luke, who's your top five? The top five rappers alive?
Dylan, and Dylan. Nah. You said dead or alive or alive?
Alive. Top five alive.
Alive. No particular order except Wayne is number one, and then no particular order after that. So I guess Wayne, Gucci, Drake, Future, and Cole. Did I say Cole?
Wayne, Gucci, Drake, Future, and Cole.
Yeah, but Ross and Cole be switching though. Ross and Cole be switching.
Good. That's a good top 5. You know, a lot of people in the South always mention Gucci, like North Carolina, Georgia, VA. A lot of folks mention Gucci. I think that Gucci is like Jay-Z to the South. Correct me if I'm wrong. Is that how it is? Like how Jay-Z is to? I'm from New York originally. Like how Hove is to New Yorkers. Is that how it is in the South?
I think that's how it is with Wayne. I think that yeah. I can say that. I feel like yeah. You can say that. I feel like Gucci is like just like, and I had the opportunity to be in the studio, and the work ethic is just crazy. You know what I'm saying? And then on top of that, it's like it's art. It's one of those things. I used to question why people go buy these 100,000 art pieces and it just be something thrown on there. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like somebody took the time and drew a detailed picture. It could just be paint. You could just throw it on the wall.
Splattered and work.
But to somebody, bro, that shit just feel good. And that's how Gucci is. Like, it just feel good. It sound good. All that shit is real. All that shit is authentic. Like, that nigga, you seen it. You seen everything he talk about happen. The nigga got, like, the whole legacy, the whole story is a movie. So it's like, you gotta respect it. And as an artist, it teaches you, like, not to overthink that shit. You don't have to overthink that shit. Because a lot of times, you know, Hove got this pedestal that, you know, that some may never reach. And I feel like when people tell you keep telling you, oh, you ain't gonna never be that, you ain't gonna never be that, it's like, damn, so I can't be that. I can't be that. Mm-hmm. You know, people praise first place so much as if second is nothing. Sometimes second is cool, man. Like, it's cool. Especially if you can come back next year, like, it's cool. That's just letting you know I'm here.
Mm-hmm. I'm here and I'm here to stay.
First place get comfortable. Second place never comfortable.
Mm-hmm. I look at people like Fab, right? Like, people don't mention Fab too much in the top 5. But look how, or even the top 10 sometimes. And
wait. Before you say that, they said no North. They said no North rapper. See, this is my thing though. It ain't like, see, my top 5 is based on different things. Like, I'm big on replay value. Because I heard people make amazing songs that I'll never play again though. It's like when you watch a movie. It was a good movie, but you done seen it already. So it's not as good every time because you done seen it already.
Seen it, you know what's happening.
But then you got your Fridays where you can just keep watching that shit because it's funny. It's just
I can throw that shit on, right?
Like all the what's Independent Days and the what's, you know, the little president where they take over the White House. All of them, some good ass movies the first time you see them. But I promise you, you'll watch Fridays over and over again. You're not gonna keep watching them action movies. They spent $1 million budgets. The graphics is crazy. They headshots across the roof. Mm-hmm. Movie, but it's nothing.
Like Olympus has fallen and all that stuff like that. You're not gonna watch it over and over again.
Right.
You're gonna throw on Friday. You're gonna throw on Friday though. You're gonna throw on something that is gonna make you laugh.
And I listen to, and don't get it twisted. Listen. I'm a DJ. I'm forced to. I gotta listen to everything, and I enjoy everything because when I'm on the tables, I still gotta know what's going on, and I enjoy songs for what they is. But it's for like Jay-Z, definitely gets replay value. But it's just like in my space, in my world, I'm more of a just outrageous. You feel me? Like he the soundtrack to get some money too, definitely. He definitely preaching on how to get some money, but you know what I'm saying? I know how to get some money. Sometimes I just like to be out of space. I like to just listen to Young Thug just talk about random shit. Like, that's just a good fun space sometimes. Like, if your whole everything is always business. Sometimes you gotta just escape, bro. And like, and I feel like, you know, them the artists that do that for me. And it does change, but I can tell you, you know, maybe if I was in the North more, it'd just affect me more. Because up North people definitely move faster paces than us. You feel me? They definitely got that hustler mentality. So I can understand. I feel it. Like, I get it.
We're gonna take a pause just there for a moment because I think you're the first person that has ever said that from that has ever just confirmed that from the South. Like, you know what I mean? Just it's a fact, though. You know what I mean?
What you mean?
As far as up north pace.
Oh yeah, the whole. Listen, I get it. I see clearly. It's not like it's blind. Like clearly, y'all, and it's no shade or disrespect. Like I know plenty of people from the South that get money, but like the North mentality is to get money. The South is hospitality. If I get it, I give. And once again, not saying that the North don't have hospitality, but y'all gonna
it's a little different.
Y'all gonna run up 100K before y'all start helping niggas. The South will run up 50, and we going to the strip club. It's a move.
That's a fact.
But there's no shade. Like niggas are still getting money.
It's facts.
It is what it is. Like
I'm from the Bronx, and I can tell you that it's facts. It's facts.
Like it is what it is. Like I'm not no shade. Like I said, I know plenty of people from the South that get money. Once again, it's just one of those things where it's like, man, clearly when y'all come down to the South, it's more of an impact than when the South go up to the North. Like, and that's me as a DJ. Like when I'm dealing with people throwing the parties or the niggas buying the club, they usually got on a Yankee hat. You feel me? I can only speak from experience. No shade. They usually got on some Timbs and a Yankee hat.
Timbs and a Yankee. I can wear that anywhere, man.
You feel me? So therefore, and it's just like, I don't know. And everybody knows New York just is a tougher city, bro. And like I said, the music is tougher, everything tougher. My day is just more kind of relaxing. It's just it's taste, bro. It's just taste. Like, I don't know why people make it such a hard debate. Like, clearly we know what it is. Like, y'all going across boroughs and the mentality different and the going to get that money different. Like, y'all going to get it rain, sleet, taxi, cab, train, whatever. In the South, a nigga car break down, the day over with. The day is over with, a nigga. Nigga, the South car break down, he calling out of work. He going to eat good. He might go to Ruby Tuesdays or something. I'm just cooking.
It's over. He said it's over.
It's over. I done seen it.
It's a rainy day. Nigga, car break down. It's a rainy day.
It's
over. My car broke down. I'm jumping on the train.
I remember one time I was in New York doing a run, bro. It was pouring down raining, bro. That city did not stop, bro.
Doesn't stop.
It did not. I'm talking about the TVs were still on. I'm like, they ain't gonna get wet. I'm like, shit, nigga. The TVs
all those lights on in Times Square.
So when I tell people I have a huge appreciation and respect for Northern music, don't get it twisted. Like trust me, when I go, when I'm going to get that money, I want to feel like that. Like, yeah, that's what it is. But like on an everyday basis, that's just not what it is. Like, I don't know.
Who your top five? I gotta ask you, since I asked you rappers, who your top five DJs?
DJs?
Come from the DJ space. Like, who did you study? If you just want to
say. I mean, of course, like the Cool Hercs. I did like my senior project on the whole history and everything. So it's like, once again, I have a respect. See, I think people gotta decipher what they respect versus then just saying it because it's cool. You feel me? Like, I studied the history and have respect for it, but I'm not gonna sit there and say, "Oh, DJ Kool Herc is my top five." Like, I wasn't there to experience a party or hear about a party, or I can only see and study it and respect it. But if you ask me, like, the DJ that set the tone, nigga, I'm gonna say that nigga Drama came on them tapes talking crazy. Like, Drama came on there talking crazy. Holiday came on there talking crazy. Who else, man? Dang, I'm talking about the mixtape. See, I'm on the mixtape days. Those who I go with. Them niggas, the Gangsta Grizzlies, the Holiday Season, the fucking, damn, what was bro name? DJ motherfucking Rail. Like, all them, like, just the tapes and how people gave us music, bro. Like, that was my DJ era. Like, it wasn't, because sometimes you might didn't like an artist's album. Sometimes you might didn't like you know what I'm saying? You want track 4 and 5, and they knew that, and they put it on there with another 4 and 6, and you like, yo, this rocking. And they talking shit, you like, this, hey.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? Like, and that just gave me confidence to talk in crowds for real. Like it gave me the confidence because I started doing mixtape for a little while. It wasn't my stilo because I do music, so like just the gangsta grill. Some of y'all I couldn't do it. You know, I
Get
couldn't.
that look nasty.
Yeah, nigga. Go check out my new song. You know, I couldn't do it. But I just got appreciation for it. And like I say, when I go all different places, I can't. That's why I say I can't even say it's the DJ. I feel like it's the aura and the era of music that I appreciate. Because if you go to the Bay, if a true Atlanta nigga go to the Bay, they not gonna sit there and just be jamming to all that West Coast vibes, and they gonna tell you that DJ is not it. But the West Coast people gonna tell you, hey, he rocking. You feel me? So I feel like it's just taste. It's taste.
I remember when I came to Charlotte with a DJ, and I don't want to say his name, and he's famous worldwide. You know what I mean? And he's from New York, and he tears it down. You know what I mean? He tears it down. He's one of the DJs that a lot of DJs looked up to, and we went to Charlotte, and we did a gig, and the response was like totally like wasn't there. And I was with another DJ, and we went to Alabama one time, and just the response wasn't there. You talking about
because listen, no disrespect.
Been in the game for
listen. I say this in no disrespect, but because everybody do it when they come down here. It's like the Spanish New York set mix is not gonna hit as hard down here. It's not.
You're talking about like the Big Pun and all of that.
No, Big Pun. The hits gonna hit. I'm talking about when they go deep Dominican or deep hip hop, and it might not always hit down here. I remember I was DJing this team party, bro, and I played some Jay-Z. Once again, this is still Jay-Z, and it's a hit song. And, they were vibing, but I played a song called Mop, bro. Mop. You would have thought that was the biggest song in the world. That's like, it's crazy, bro. That's why when people try to fight about what's hot and what's not, I'm like, bro, it's the consumers, bro. Because you can get 20,000 people of anybody that know their song, and it's going to look like a movie.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like the whole North and South, and how can you say he better and he do this and he talk about that? And I tell people all the time, like, Gucci is he's speaking the same code as Jay-Z. It's just a different tone. It's just a different beat. It's just a different flow, but it's the same thing. Fuck bullshit, get money has been said a million different ways.
That's a fact.
Make It Rain. I just made the newest Make It Rain song. The term Make It Rain has been all kind of songs. Like, music gonna always run these circles. That's why when people be like, he copy and find your bro, it's only 7 notes, bro. It's like it's only so much you can do. It's only so many words that rhyme with so many words. Like, unless you want niggas to start just making up new words, eventually something's gonna sound the same.
Right.
You feel me? Like something.
Right.
And so I feel
another song immediately. I think every time I hear it, if I really sit there and I digest the production side of things, it could relate to another joint. You know what I mean? I think of another record I heard immediately. So
yeah, bro. It's crazy, bro. Like I said, I just enjoy music and the art of it. So when I see people try to tell me that how can you compare Gucci to Jay-Z, I'm like, bro, like. What Jeezy say? Never ever serve a nigga where you sleep at. I'm pretty sure Jay-Z has said that in some form or fashion.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's the same. It's just telling you the same
never sell
thing.
Crack where you sleep at. You know what I mean? Shit, Biggie said it on the 10 Crack Commandments.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
so I feel like when people like the goal is the message, man. It's not the song. It's the message. As long as somebody get the message, I don't care if they learned it from Biggie. They learned it from Jeezy. They learned it from Soulja Boy. Like, long as they got the message to not serve nobody where you sleep at, the job has been done. That's my logic in life.
It's across the board, and everybody's gonna have every where you from. Everybody's gonna be. It's gonna be a person in that area that's going to deliver that. That's going to deliver that. You know what I mean? That package, if you want to say locally. You know what I mean? UPS. That's going to resonate with people that's from that area. You gotta respect it.
I'm gonna tell you what's funny about Rain, bro. When I was working on Rain, of course I freestyle, bro, but I was literally proving that like it's literally just you just repeating the same thing in a different form. Like that's what music has become, and people are allowing it. You feel me? Like don't get it twisted. Like I got all type of music, bro. I can go 20 with anybody on the low. You feel me? I feel like if we go 20 unreleased, never heard, first listen songs, I can crush a lot of people. I feel like that. People got their fan bases up on me. They got their accolades up on me. But if we go 20 unreleased, never heard, I feel like I can go with a lot of people. But I say that to say, like, bro, just appreciate the music. Because it's going to come to, I can name you 40 songs where they say they got 30 in a clip, bro. And these are popular songs. I can name you another 30 where they're saying they got 3.5 in a Russian. Like, I even said it just to be funny. I said it just to be funny. Like, if you know me, when you hear my songs, you know I'm really genuinely being funny, bro. Like, if you in the like that's why I gotta start recording my sessions more, because the conversations I have and the things we laugh about and we put in the songs is not always rah. Sometimes it's humor. Sometimes it's, you know what I'm saying? It ain't always trying to read between the lines. It just is what it is. I'm saying this because I know that's what y'all want to say. Like, that's it. Nothing more, nothing less. And I think
sometimes you get the most feel good records like that.
Yeah, you just having fun. You just saying what you just. It's not that deep.
And it's easy for people to. You never want to listen to some. I mean, you got some of those records, and you can listen to a song. You can be like, "Yo, what?" You know what I mean? And people try to digest what that person said, and you know, the lyrics and everything like that. It's just, you know, if you want to say too articulate or whatever you want to say, but sometimes you just want those records where it's ABC. You know what I mean? And people could gravitate to that ABC sometimes more than they could gravitate to something else. So, you know, it's just about giving people that feel good music.
And what kills me the most, bro, you know what I'm gonna start doing? I'm gonna start telling niggas to show me their Apple playlist at the end of the year, cause all these niggas be fighting for, they not even listening to them. That be the kicker, bro. Show your apples and iTunes. Don't even be listening to the people they about. Like, boy, don't even be listening to them, bro. Be ready to die in an argument about them, and don't even listen to it themselves, bro. Like, you don't even listen to, bro. I've never heard you play, bro, and you up here telling me he in your top 5. People like you can change your top 5. And it's okay if it's somebody that came out 2 years ago. Like, stop letting people, like, bro, if somebody impacted your life in 2 albums, 3 albums, it's cool. 3 mixtapes, it's cool. Like, I'm telling you, I know people that tell you Young Scooter is in their top 5, and you can't tell them different. Hell, Young Scooter is in my top 10. These are facts.
I can't go something else.
I'm just telling you what it is. I'm just telling you what it is. And I'm willing to bet you, I'm willing to bet you Young Scooter music has got niggas just as much money as Jay-Z's music. As far as niggas listening to that, do what they got to do to get their money.
Maybe.
Let's be honest. Listen to me. Listen, one more fact. When Tom Brady and the Buccaneers won that Super Bowl, ask me what song they was playing. Young Scooter Jug King was in their locker room. They wasn't playing We Are the Champions. They wasn't playing nobody. They were playing.
Once they won, I was off the tune.
You said what?
I said I didn't go that far. Once they won, I was off the tune.
Oh yeah, but I'm telling you, that was the soundtrack in that locker room. Tom Brady was jamming to Young Scooter. Once again, it's not the status, bro. The music is really a thing. Like, it's really hypnosis. It's really a trance. It's really something that you just can't duplicate, bro. Like, that's why when people tell me, oh, I can't put them in the top 10, like, name somebody who helping niggas get money on for real, like. Nigga, you start. Matter of fact, what's your top 5? Let's get on y'all. Hold on, let's see what you talking about. What you ride to? What you ride to?
All right, I'm gonna give you my top 5.
Be 100 too, man, cause I'm gonna call you out on
it. Oh man, my top 5. I gotta have Hov in there. Hov is in my top 5. I play Hov all day. I even play Meets and Moved Out. You know what I mean? That's still in my playlist. So I ain't gonna name nobody that I don't listen to. Hov is in there. There's no particular order. Drake is in there. I play a lot of Drake. Who else am I gonna put in the top 5? Lost is definitely in there. I even go back to the first Lost album. I still play.
Yeah. I play all raw shit.
All raw shit. J. Cole's definitely in there, and Kanye's definitely in there. So
I can respect that. I can respect that. It wasn't. And I know people that genuinely listen to Tupac and Biggie, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I know the words. You feel me? It ain't like I don't know the lyrics. It ain't like I didn't reciprocate. It ain't like I didn't study. I didn't see the documentaries, read the news clips. I did it all, bro. Like, nobody can tell me that I did it all. I know I did it all. Like, you feel me? Like, but in the same sense, that's just not my soundtrack right now.
Yeah, and I love Big, and I love Pop, and I love and if you want to be honest, I play Biggie a little bit more than I play Pop, but that's not in my rotation every day. You know what I mean? That's not what I'm thinking about getting money to. It's not really in my regular rotation. I love his music, you know what I mean, and that's okay. But in my top 5 that I play and that it's like kind of like a soundtrack to my vibe, it's not in there.
So that's what I say. So when I say, like, when people put Jeezy in their top 5, Jeezy another one that switch out of my top 5. I can't like clearly his music is getting money music. You feel me? I don't care. You could be a nurse. You can sell dope. You can sell pit bulls. You can bump Jeezy music. You feel like, you feel me? Mm-hmm. And that's why I say when it's like, when you compare people, it's like the goal is to be a soundtrack to something. So it's like I'm pretty sure somebody who really out here in the streets, maybe they can't get with Jay-Z talking about paintings and building wealth and credit. They're not in that right now. But a nigga said never ever serve a nigga where you sleep at. And he got the packet, he just got it. It's in his lap. That you can't tell him he ain't top 5. Like he living that right now. That's his soundtrack. So I feel like when you got the soundtrack of your life, bro, that's your top 5. It's your soundtrack at the moment, bro. I know people who will tell you when Bryson Tiller dropped, that was their soundtrack. You can't tell him he was, cause everything that nigga was saying was like. That's why people praise Take Care so much, cause it hit somebody in their life at some point, and you can't tell them that's not the greatest. You feel? I tell you all the time, Get Rich or Die Trying is like the greatest album of all time, bro. And at that time, I was doing none of that. I was a kid. But everything he said, I felt. Many men. I went to the playground like, boy, y'all, what? What? You know what I'm saying? Like, what? We out here. You feel me? So and as a DJ, I had to learn that, because I was just astonished that I'm playing, it could be reggae and everybody jamming. I can play this and everybody, I'm like, damn. You do that, you here for a breakup, y'all here for a wedding, y'all here to get money, y'all here because you stripping. Everybody here for a different reason, but this one song got everybody dancing. Mm-hmm. They got everybody jamming because it fit them in some way, at some point, at some line, at some point of their day. They done heard this before they came and it made them feel good, and they see that it made everybody else feel good. Like, that's the purpose of music, bro. That's it. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Respect.
Look, you done got, look, my bad, we done got them talked up a storm.
Nah, you good, King, you good. When can we expect something else? When you gonna drop something?
I'm working on 3 projects for the year, honestly, bro. So I want to say definitely you gonna get something to smoke too for 420. You definitely gonna get something for that. We opening up a King of Diamonds Atlanta, so that's gonna be a movie. So I might make a soundtrack for that. Jesus. I might make a soundtrack for that. You never know. And then Highway Music 3 at the end of the year.
Gotcha.
Matter of fact,
What's up?
I take that back. I'm not giving y'all Highway Music 3. I'm gonna give y'all the Sample King album. Just cause they doubted me. I'm going to sample the most. Y'all gonna be like, chill. I'm going for it. I'm going for the gusto.
Jeez. So three projects. Three
I
projects.
might turn the Star Spangled Banner to a twerk anthem. You know.
You gonna pinch some nerves.
Oh,
Gonna pinch some nerves. Luke, man, I ask everybody who come on here, what do you want your legacy to be? I gotta ask you.
huh?
What do you want your legacy to be?
Um, I want it to be just a strong bloodline, bro. I want, like, we were just having this talk today. Like, I want somebody else to be able to get something done just off the strength of my name. You feel me? Like, and of course, I want my bloodline to be super straight and super paid, but more than anything, respect. Like, shout out to Willie Mitchell. He wrote a lot of Al Green and like, you know what I'm saying, records. And the city just respect him. He got a whole street. He got a studio. Like, his family just gets so much love in the city. You feel me? Like, that's the goal I want to leave with my peoples. Like, I want my family to be just respected. Like, your peoples did right. You feel me? Like, and so I just want to continue to grow, continue to run it up so I can be able to do certain things to where my community, to the world can just be like, yeah, he did something. Because I always just wanted it to be the music. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I just want people to love my music. And that's cool, too. You know what I'm saying? But as you get older, you start just, like I said, that name card and just that face card just holds so much weight where you could just say, hell, like, what a motherfucker, hey, I'm a Winfrey. You feel me? My grandma was Oprah. I'm a Winfrey. Like, I want that power. I want, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, that was my great grandpa. Yeah, we good. Like, so that's the goal, bro. And just as I create music, just leave pieces and hits for just, different generations to eat off of and feed off of and just continue to create revenue, bro. Like, that's all it is. Just run it up.
Well said. Respect. Thank you, King. Thank you for your time. Thank you for the gems that you dropped. I hope someone that's listening, someone that's watching was able to take some from what you said in your journey and be able to apply it to this situation. You know what I mean? When that KOD opened up?
I ain't gonna be mad at me, but we going for All-Star Weekend. I ain't gonna, don't tell nobody.
Jesus!
Don't tell nobody I told
I was like, when I saw it on your page. You shared something in your story, like KOD coming soon or something. I was like, it'd be this as a businessman and managing clubs and stuff like that over the years. I was like, they open that on All-Star Weekend. That's a home run. I said it to myself.
I'm just blessed to have a dope team behind me, man. Like, shout out to everybody, my manager, the GOAT. Shout out to Akinelli, bro. Just the whole team, bro. We've been grinding, bro. We just been, like I say, like, the pandemic slowed everybody down, but it also gave you a time to really just figure things out and just, figure out how to level up. And I got older people around me that just fill me with so much knowledge. You feel me? Like, even with my mistakes and what I feel like may have been just wrong turns, like, I got guidance and I got, you know what I'm saying? Just people around me that's like, it's cool. I did that too. It's cool. Whatever. Now what you gonna do? Now how we gonna level up? What's next? So, like I said, I'm just blessed to have everybody around me, bro. And to know that everybody around me they was growing as I was growing. You feel me? Like, just as a different position. Because as an artist, you start thinking it's all about you. And you start thinking that you're growing and that your surrounding people aren't networking and making moves and growing. Not that you're just not focused on it because you're in your mind, you know what I'm saying? You the breadwinner. You feel you focusing on your craft to evolve. Then you look over and see, oh, my DJ is cute.
Shaking.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You look up like, oh, my camera got oh my, that's crazy. Like, you start just seeing what your influence and what people are learning from you, what you learning from them. And I think when you just focus on evolving, you don't see it. Just like, you get a puppy, you with him every day, you don't see him grow. Your friend like, damn, your dog getting big. So I feel like when I'm around people and they working, I'm just around them, so I don't see them growing. But then I look up one day and it's like, damn, this nigga accolades crazy.
Mm-hmm.
So, I just been appreciating that, man. Like, it's just dope. to just watch everybody go up. And that's why we got the biggest strip club in Atlanta, and it's gonna be a movie. I feel like Dollar Bill right now.
Money.
I put it in my bio. I feel like Dollar Bill right now.
Oh man. Salute, man. Much love, much blessings to you. I know that KOD is going to be a huge success. Congratulations on that. You know, I think we're gonna end this. We're gonna end this with Rain. We're gonna play Rain. That's cool.
Oh yeah, that's cool. And look, I just want to get a little introduction. It was a night in the studio where I was just being me, creating music, and it just dawned on me, just have some fun. And it just, one thing led to another, and I started see what people think so much about the words and things. Like in my mind, the creation of it was amazing because I played the keys on there. I did everything, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and this is me learning music theory over the course of months and just learning how to level my music and learning how to mix and just learning how to just create that sound to where somebody will sonically hear it and be like, wrong or right, it sound good.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? And so people might have their opinions, but you can't deny I snapped on them, man.
You snap. You snap. I ain't gonna fight you. Snap. It's a bop. It's a bop. Seth, forgive me. Once again, thank y'all for tuning into the FloWay show. Shout out to my brother DJ Luke Nasty. Shout out to Bel Air, you know the vibes. Cameo. Stand on that hush. Keep the point, so I wish a nigga would. I just got a drink on the can. With the gang, bitch, still on the same streets. Said she love a nigga from the street. Love her when I come to the beat.
Hey, see, that made me feel good, bro. I appreciate that, bro. For real, bro.
What you say, my brother?
That made me feel good, bro. You know the word. That made me feel good, bro.
Salute, kid.
Still for me. Still for me. I'm always with some niggas that can kill for me. I'm always around some bitches who don't go and get the paper. Getting money, can't be worried about a hater. On that line, smoking all kind of flavor. I'm in the cloud, smoking all kind of flavor. Yeah. I really can't complain, yeah. And I don't know her name, yeah. But she told me make it rain.
Hey, the video gonna be so crazy.
I know when you drop this in KOD.
To the money, I done seen some hoes do drugs for the money. I be in the club and he cut with the money. No, I'm not Kirk. I know I ain't perfect, but I'm trying to make it work. I show you ride shotty with the pistol in the purse. Okay, we make it home, I can end up on the shirt. These niggas want me.
Shout out to everybody from NC on the check-in. Shout out to everybody from the
Egypt, you know you in the video. Shout out to my sister, man. She knows she in the video. Big Egypt.
Salute, Queen.
You just gotta bring Chris so I can try to get me a car too, man. I'm trying to butter her, get me a little whip too, man. You know what I'm saying? I know she got it. Tell her it just be mine on the weekend.
Oh, that's crazy. That'll be crazy.
Yeah. But when they hear this Drake verse on Rain, they gonna be like, he gotta chill.
Exclusive. Exclusive. See, I like that shit. I like shit like that. Salute, King. Let's do this again, man. Let's do this again sometime, man.
Hey, blessings, respect, man. I appreciate your time, bro.
Much love, man. Much blessings, man. Peace.